Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? We got a special Friday night edition going. We're about to kick it with the one and only Invincible Finale, Season 4, Episode 8. I'm ready to talk about some things with some things, and I'm absolutely ready to talk about it with the one, the only Phantom D Saint. What's good, brother?
Yo, I've been waiting for this damn finale so I can get y'all opinion on Mark's decision.
Oh, decision. Did he have a decision? Was it even a choice? What's up? We got to talk about it, AK. How we doing tonight?
I'm here. I low key got beef this episode. I got beef with Mark. I got beef with myself also because there is a voice actor that I'm a very big fan of, not just for his voice but for his acting period. And I don't know why I didn't notice that it was him that has been voicing Thrag the whole time. And that is if you watch Foundation, Brother Day, aka from Lord of the Rings, Thranduil, the King of Mirkwood,
Really?
Or Guardians of the Galaxy, that main villain.
or Guardians of the Galaxy, the what the hell is it? The Inquisitor or whatever the
Then
hell it was,
Inquisitor,
the
he
the
was
blue
he was
dude with
Guardian
the
3.
hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lee
really?
Pace. He was phenomenal voice actor and great actor all around. But yeah, that's who voices Thrag. And as soon as I saw that, that's when it clicked in my eardrums that I can hear it now.
Yeah,
Mad at
well, yeah.
myself.
Like I said, we talked about that earlier. They're the voice actors in this show are second to none. Like they bring
Choice.
all of them.
Yeah, I'd
They-
take 50 points from Gryffindor for that. I'll take that L.
Oh, let's get it. Invincible season 4, episode 8, the finale. Don't leave me hanging here. And when it opened with the Viltrumites just taking out New York and half the eastern seaboard, I was like, they are not messing around. It looks like we're about to get straight into it. But then I was actually kind of relieved when it like snapped back and showed it was just Mark daydreaming his own nightmare. Ooh, I was like, how are you feeling about that though, fandom? Like knowing from the comics to the show, like how did
Well, one, the cons was way worse because on the way there, they were just like the first scene was like, oh, the Viltrumites came, they wiped out the Pentagon with Cecil and all the people. Then Mark again and Aunt are talking. Then the next page, you see the Viltrumites literally kill all the soups. Then another page, you see literally the Viltrumites literally kill Debbie and freaking Paul. And I'm just like, so when they come back to Earth, it's just gonna be a bloodbath at this point. But then they come and it's like, oh no, it was just like, again, it's what was going on in Mark's mind of like the impending, like, wait, is this actually happening or not? And then the show made it
oh,
even
a
like worse
dream?
because every so often you're like, wait, is this actually happening? Or Mark having a panic attack? Is this happening? Is Mark having a panic attack? Until when Thrag does appear, he's like, wait, is this a panic attack? Or he's actually in front of me.
Absolutely. Ever since the Viltrumites disappeared, he has no doubt they've gone to Earth for payback. And again, why was it ever thought to be a good idea to destroy a perfectly sustainable planet in the first place? Like, I think
Why are you trying
Omni-Man's
to logic
rashness,
Nolan?
yeah, Omni-Man's rashness may be like the bad move that could seal Earth's doom. Like, how could they not see that coming, AK?
It's Nolan. No, Nolan, and this is where Mark gets it from too. Nolan doesn't always think ahead. As much as he would yell at Mark about looking at the bigger picture or whatnot, he doesn't always do that himself. He was looking for a quick fix to try to cap shit immediately, and that was the best thing that he could think of. That's it.
It was
I
being,
mean,
an F you to Thrag. Like, oh, you want to,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
repopulate, return to thing? Yeah, no.
yeah, yeah. It was all of that. And was it the right thing to do? Yeah. You could be on the fence with that, but was there anything else for him to do? No. In that moment there really wasn't. So it's kind of a catch 22. Either way though, even if they would have found some other way to retreat and get everybody out of there, they still would have to worry about a battle coming to Earth.
I mean, yeah, but not
Even with the
like
planet safe, I don't think that anyone would have still been safe here on Earth because Thrag would completely just stop playing all them space war games. Like Earth, that like they need to repopulate. Earth is where the main stock of that is going to come from. So they were always going to be coming here anyway, in my opinion.
This squad needed a better general than Thaddeus is what it needed, because what the hell?
Yeah.
Like you had no plan. You have the right people and the right soldiers to have been able to take out 30 or 40 Viltrumites. But
With
you had no
horrible
plan. You
plans.
just went in there all buck willy-nilly and got served the fuck
Mhm.
up. Like, this was a
Mhm.
terrible thing. I mean, you had no plan of action and you got served for it. Like Thaddeus
Yeah.
was a punk. I don't know.
You should have waited, honestly.
Of
Wait to
course.
get more of those beetle
They could have got more
vials.
attachments, more people on bikes to
Yeah.
get the aliens up there that came through Wreck and Shop. That's what I'm saying. Why didn't you just grab all of them? All of them, and this would have been handled.
Thaddeus knew Thrag. He knows what Thrag's about. He knows how powerful he is.
Exactly.
You don't just go at him thinking that's happening. You get them all. You get like 5 people going at him at once. Get them all like trying to fight everybody. Then you shoot him with a dart when he doesn't see it. And then when he goes to swing, you shoot his ass with a big ray gun. Like, you have a plan.
But in his defense, he only thought like 2 or 3 were Viltrumites were with Thrag. And he was saying like, oh, it's going to take a few more days for everyone to regroup there on Viltrum. Right. And then, but by the time they appeared, it was way more than 2 to 3 people. So he was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, even without that, though, it still would have been a problem. Because let's say, yeah, maybe you would have taken Thrag and those other 2 with him out. You still have to contend with everybody else.
Yeah, the whole plan of once you take Thrag out, everybody else will just fall and wither away.
I don't know why he said that. Because the Viltrumites that I've seen, they don't just go to ground and scatter and hide nowhere.
Yeah, this is insane. Zoe brought up a great question that nobody seemed to have an answer for. Like, what do we do when we get there and there are Viltrumites? Like, then what?
Because that was another thing that kind of irked me. I'm like, so literally Mark in a previous episode said, oh, they're probably on Earth. And only Mark, Omni-Man, and Zoe was going. You're not gonna send another like army or other people. And it was just 3 people.
They're over here.
Even the council later on was like, weeks so what's the real plan? The goal, like
from the base planet. You know what? This may be a bad thing to say, but I feel like they could have gotten Plankton from Bikini Bottom, and he would have had much better contingency plans set up. Because did he win his things? No, but Plankton had like point A to plan B, plan C, plan double Z. If one thing fails, he can just go in the file and regroup and think up something else. That's what Thaddeus needed to do, and that's what they didn't do. That's why they were so vastly unprepared for this shit.
I mean, Alan is obviously feeling a little overwhelmed. He's basically put in charge of basically running the universe. Like, Can you even imagine the weight what that brings?
That's why Thaddeus was happy that
to another fault on Thaddeus, another red mark on Thaddeus's rap sheet. Because if you were actually looking for him to take over while you have him doing all these missions in and out, shouldn't you maybe have been training him to get him acclimated a little bit to do this? Like, he should have been like your right-hand guy. You didn't even leave him a manual. All you left him was an angry message.
I mean, what kind of madness is this? And yeah, exactly. Like, you should have left a few user notes. I mean, let the man in a few secrets. That's a lot to drop on a man who's never done anything like this before. Like, what are we doing?
Who is literally just a dude, bro, that punches really hard.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, how is this man going to run the universe when he didn't even realize he was going to need to have a speech prepared when he got inaugurated? I was like, he is not ready for this.
Even I know that.
And he has no presence taking order in a meeting at all.
No,
because that's honestly not his game. That's again a lack of training. You could have got him prepared for this status.
Yeah.
What's his girlfriend's name? Like, she should have been honestly like a candidate. Honestly, seemed like she knows.
Yeah.
That's why he offered it at the end. He's like, "You sure you don't want it? You sure you don't want it?
She don't want that stress." She's like, "Nah, baby, my stress is big enough already. I'm good."
She was like, she's like, "Well, let's trade jobs." She said, "You'd hate my job too." But poor Zoe, literally and figuratively, is finding out that how feels free it is being a savior of the universe. Like, just saved life as we know it, and her reward meal is purple slop served from a tube.
From a tube.
This poor girl. Can we get her
not even none of the critters that she found out she liked while they were on the way to the war?
It wasn't nothing nice. She tries to get Mark and Nolan to speak or even acknowledge the fact that she has entered the room, but they are both so into their feels, they don't notice anything. They're just looking out the window. Like, if that was me, I'd have cleared my throat real loud, maybe even smashed that bowl of slop into the
That's
window.
what I'm
Think
saying.
about it,
Smack them
though.
upside the head, like, hey, I'm talking over here.
Like,
Both
hey,
of them literally have been like came face to face with Thrag alone. That's what they're in their minds. Like, yo, even if we're able to kill either one or two other Viltrumites, we got to deal with Thrag right now. So my mind's gonna be the same way.
that's why I'd have been like, hey, fuck nuts, do you hear me now? Like, what
And-
exactly is
And what did Mark say when he said, "Oh, what can we do against Thrag?" What did Nolan say? Nothing, but a fist or
Nothing.
freaking like there's nothing you could do. They answered her. There's nothing.
Dude, I was like, if you do encounter him, we need a plan, and y'all ain't got shit. Y'all ain't got so much as a dart. Like, what are we doing here? You got no business going. We're gonna rush to Earth so we can die too with them? Like, what? Like this, like I said, this crew needs a general, and they do not have one. Like, with proper planning, you could beat these cats, but first and foremost, Mark needs to slow his ass down and work a plan.
You know what they needed? They needed Robot. If they
Yeah,
had someone like Robot there, this would have been over.
that's what I'm saying. Even
Sensible.
Cecil would have had a plan.
What's his name? Who's our guy? The Immortal.
Yep, Immortal.
Somebody with some sense that has been through all the things.
I mean, absolutely insanity. Just why is Mark so hasty to just run back and get his ass whooped again? Like, nothing changed. Thrag still owns you, but as soon as we see like he hits Earth atmosphere, Mark just bounces out on his own. Like, how can
because he's thinking of like, okay, his mom, his baby mama. At this point, he's like, okay, is everything okay? And then okay, let me regroup.
Man,
But that's always Mark though. At the same time, he's just like rash. He doesn't think things through.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me have a plan.
That's the problem
I
with him
save
and
Mark.
Nolan. Yeah, they just think quick in the moment, not overall what you should properly strategically do.
I mean, that's just somebody better think about something or everybody gonna die. Like, this is just we gotta quit being so rash. Nolan tried to formulate a hint of a plan, and Mark just instantly dipped on him. I was like, what exactly do you think you're flying off to other than to get your ass whooped again? Like, come on,
seriously.
Man. But lucky for all, when they arrived, the Earth seemed to be Viltrumite free for the time being. But not that it matters, because they are taking up all the space in Mark's mind right now, just giving him constant day terrors, like with visions of loved ones being torn apart as soon as Thrag shows up. That would be almost more miserable than him actually being there when he got there. Like, the not knowing would eat you alive.
They got me a few times. They got me a couple times. And then I got sick of it. But then that last time I was like, oh no. Because I don't know. There was something different about the atmosphere with the last one. I said, oh no, that one's real.
I was instantly like, it's the second time I saw it, I was like, one of these times is going to be real. One of these times they're going to come around and this shit is going to really be happening. But it didn't quite go down quite like that. But it was coming. But yeah, my guy has some serious PTSD and is probably going to need to speak to a professional to get through it. And I don't know. I know April was brought in to help raise Oliver. I wonder if she might be one to help Mark get through some things.
No, since I think I'm about to say since season 2. Honestly, since season 1, this man needed therapy. Season 1, what happened with his pop? Season 2, what had happened with them Angstrom and going into his freaking house. To Angstrom again in season 3, along with Conquest. Now season 4, like dude needed therapy since day 1.
Hey, he said my guy.
It was cool
therapy.
that it was our bestie's boyfriend that noticed it. Like, hey, he's definitely not okay. Or how do you know? Because he looks like I did when I came back from all that fuck shit.
Exactly. He's like, I've seen that look before.
Go give him a hug.
I answered before he did. I was like, in the mirror.
Exactly. Yep. I did the same thing.
I was like, I know what you about to say. Oh, after heading home to let Mama know he's okay, he's like, I'll tell you everything, but I got to go see Eve first. And before leaving, he says, Dad's outside. I was like, wait a minute, what? What did Nolan think was going to happen? Like, you just going to float around above the house until maybe she comes outside to talk? What was that?
Don't come over here no more. Well, do not come over here anymore. I don't care where the fuck you're sleeping. You not sleeping here.
And what about their neighbors? Like, they already had a nuke go off in their neighborhood trying to dispose of you. Now they're just going to come home from work and see that you're back just floating around above the old home. Like, talk about a
there's gonna be a point.
Wasn't.
There's gonna be a point in, and hopefully they don't like cut it off in the show. But there's gonna be a point in time when a neighbor will spot them, and you're gonna see like their reaction. And I was on the floor.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
I'm
dude.
surprised it wasn't like a whole neighborhood watch already. That their only job is not to watch for crimes, but just to watch for him.
He's back. He's back. Everybody pack up and go. He is
Grab
back.
the kids. Let's go.
They like just blew up an entire house trying to get out rid of this man. Like, I'm not having nukes go off in my neighborhood. Like, gonna deal with you again? Hell no.
The one thing that really got me there, though, was finding out how much time had actually gone by.
Yeah.
Because after that, she talks to who is now the ex, and I was like, wait, hold the fuck on, hold on. What do you mean it didn't work out with y'all? Wasn't y'all just like about to buy a house?
Right? Yeah. So are you gonna let us know that? Yeah, Debbie went outside to go yell at Omni-Man, and he told her how proud he would have been of the boys, and she tells him like to pound sand. But he used his like super speed to block her before she could walk back in. And at first, like, she was scared, but when she saw she was in no danger, she bucked up real quick. Like, Debbie's a real one.
As she should have.
Oh, so
as
good.
She should have, because you know what, Nolan? No, she don't have to give you shit. She does not have to forgive you. She doesn't even need to give you a chance to try to earn that forgiveness. No, she doesn't have to do anything. All she has to do is do her. And her right now is cussing you the fuck out all day and going to see about her son that you left alone on another planet.
Right? But then in all that, I'm just still feeling that way after all this time. It almost seems like there actually still may be something there. I was
Which is why I'm so mad about that. I was thinking the same thing. I'm so upset. Like, no, Debbie, no, stay strong, bitch. Stay strong. You don't need him.
What's up, Phantom? Is there a chance these two reunite?
I mean, the way how the show was going, I was like, oh, shoot, maybe they're not. But then the moment this episode came along and they were like, oh, yeah, me and Paul broke up, I was like, okay, so I guess that ended that.
You already know, like, oh, shit, there's that.
You see, but at least I could be like more quick, because in the comics, it was like the whole quick forgiveness thing. They were almost like back together. At least with this show, they could leave an open door for it, or they can just be like, okay, eventually she does forgive him, but they could not end up back together. So it's all up in the air how the show is going to actually do it.
Oh, I gotta say, the balls on that man is second to none. He said, "You need to." She said, "I don't need to do shit."
The fuck I don't.
He replied, "I know, but you will." I was like, "Sir, you have cojones of."
Like, if he's lucky, she doesn't have any type of radioactive anything that gave her superpowers while he was gone, because she would have tore his ass up.
Oh, I would not be messing with this woman this way. Are you kidding me?
Seriously, she don't already showed she don't care about breaking her knuckles to punch you in the chest if she need to.
Mm-hmm. Superpowers or not, no man wants to deal with a woman scorned, and this woman is not having it. I would be out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but when he stepped aside and Debbie looked at herself in the reflection, I was like, oh no. Oh no, Debbie, don't do it. You just got to stay strong.
You deserve better, Debbie. You can do better.
Like, you just need to remember the condition that this man left your boy in. All the people who died while he was like half killing your son. Like, can there be any coming back from that, Phantom?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
From the Debbie conversation to the whole what's his face? Cecil conversation. Nah, I ain't coming back.
Also returning home to a bit of a happier reunion, Zoe's dad was beyond excited to have her back and still alive. Like, he had become a total mess letting himself go.
What type of frat boy loser life was he living on that ship while she was gone, bruh?
Telling me there's no bathroom or anything. It's like, oh wait, like all this technology.
And I love that she immediately took him to task on that. Like, Pops, okay, I mean, I get it. I wasn't here, but like, did the bathrooms break? Did the shower stop working?
He was in
dude
despair.
Had crusties all on his face, and then he had nerve to put his face like right up on her cheek. Ugh.
He was in despair that he may never see his baby girl again, and he was tripping. You can't fault that man for that.
No, still take a freaking shower, man. Like, come on, now wash your face.
He was asleep on top of the damn console, drooling on the console.
thinking
Ew.
about his baby girl and if he's ever going to see her again.
Do that in the shower, then at least. Could
Do that right. You could do that in the shower. You could do that doing any other activity than what she was doing, which is being stank.
That happy reunion was quickly curbed when he asked, "Did you win the war?" And all she could reply was, "I wish I knew." Like that would be the most unsettling feeling ever, knowing they were still out there and at some point are definitely going to be heading this way. Talk about time to live every day to the fullest. Oh my God, I can't do it. The way that we get the storyline, I did not see coming. Like, Mark heads over to see Eve, and there have been some noticeable changes in her life. Did it go down like that in the comics, Phantom?
You goddamn right it did. At one
Oh,
point, I'm like, oh, I guess she's just I thought it was like pregnancy weight. So I
yeah,
was
me
like,
too.
oh, so I was like, okay. And then, but as the story progressed, I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not see that coming. That was
I
a
was like,
left
wait a
hook.
minute. He said, Mark, I have something to tell you. Well, hold. Girl, obviously you do, because you was already monologuing before that. Why did you feel the need to stop and pause right there? And then she said the thing, and I said, oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, like Mark was already, he is literally teetering over the edge, almost in free fall. And this is the news that you drop on him. And I'm not
Mhm.
blaming her. I'm not saying any of this to shame her or blame her for anything. No, she had to do what she had to do for herself. I get that. But damn, is all I'm saying. Like, bro, I would be just as devastated as Mark was.
I was too. I was like, I'm sitting here thinking it's just baby weight, but like, no, Eve just makes mention
No,
about
that's
taking very good care of herself. And Mark's like, dude, he said all the right things. Like, I don't care about appearance. The only thing I noticed was how much I missed you. Like, my guy, you are just Casanova. Let's go. And it was about this
and all
time
of
I
that
expected.
extra weight.
It was
That was her coping is
Yeah.
what that was, in my opinion. That was her coping, because
yeah.
and she said, yeah, my power's actually back now. So, oh, they came back, okay, cool. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, we're not gonna get an explanation for that. And then we got the explanation, and I was
Oh,
like,
I heard the powers is back. I was like, it was about this time I expected to hear a baby start crying. Like, oh,
yeah,
Mom,
like
in the background. I was like, nope, that ain't
I
happening.
literally thought she was about to be out here like Piper from Charmed with the magic baby in her belly, and she was going to be like even more invincible than Nolan for a time until she has the baby, and then her powers would even out. But no, that didn't happen. I'm very sad for both of them, because I'm sure for her that was not an easy decision at all.
Oh my God, of course. Like Mark lets her know he's not quite right and that they still have every reason to still be extremely worried, and nobody knows what will happen next or how it's going to go down if they show up on Earth. But one thing's for sure, total and complete destruction is not off the table. Like,
I have a question. Do y'all think, because I think this was happening, but I have no way of proving it. Do y'all think that Thrag was just like watching in the shadows, seeing Mark's breakdowns and shit?
Oh, most definitely.
could have
I
been.
think he was. Just like how like
Yeah.
Angstrom was like watching from a distance. I think it was the same way.
When he
Yeah,
wasn't
because like
welcoming people on the front door.
that line that he said is like, yes, we're here. So that I took that to mean he absolutely saw those breakdowns and absolutely knows exactly why they're happening and what Mark is probably seeing. And that's just diabolical. I mean, cool points for him, even though he's a villain, because that's a master plan of getting into your prey's head.
Speaking of master plans, I thought Cecil and company were looking for other ways and like allies to help fight the Viltrumites, but no, they're still looking for ways to find Robot and Monster Girl to bring them back. I was like, oh shit, almost forgot about that. Like, I cannot wait to see that storyline.
I am looking forward to that too. But can we hire some different people for the secret Black Ops research and development though? Because these two in there, first of all, I can't even really blame them, because they done told him, hey, this is not like really our expertise, bruh. You got us building this, like we could kind of maybe follow these diagrams and whatnot that you gave us, but we don't know how this shit works. And these people have no sense of urgency, in my opinion, because how these random ass monster tentacles come through and they're smashing people left and right before anybody thinks to step back by the console and push the buttons down to close it.
Like,
did y'all notice that he was like, okay, everyone put your glasses on, and the only person that put their glasses on was Cecil. So I'm like, You yourself said protect your eyes. You didn't put no glasses on. Your
thought
sister
it's
One
didn't
of
put
y'all
no
put
glasses
on
on.
anything.
Donald, understandable because he's a freaking android, so it's whatever there. But like no one else
But
put on
also,
the
he has
Cecil.
his shades on.
I
Oh yeah,
thought
true.
I thought the assistant did hand them glasses. I guess
No.
No,
She had
neither
like
one of them put glasses on.
I think she may have like her regular prescription glasses. But then the guy who said, "Oh, put your protective eyes," he
Yeah.
didn't have anything. So I'm like,
No
"You
goggles
good?"
in sight. So, what was the point of you telling Cecil to put them on?
All I know is if Monster Girl and Robot don't come back with a kid of their own, I will be shocked. I mean, it's just gotta happen because we know
I
time.
ain't saying anything. All I'm
Oh, put a
saying
pin in
is
it.
what happens and that freaking damn, I'm about to say Thraxon. It's not Thraxon. It's the what's those people called again?
I was gonna
Wait,
say,
am I right? Is
yeah.
it Thraxon? Oh yeah.
No, the Thraxons are what Oliver.
Oh no, the Oliver is
Where
yeah.
Oliver's from.
Damn, what are some people?
It's a word just like Thraxons, though. They did that.
Yeah.
Said
But
it.
those people, when you figure out what the hell happens, it most likely to be the whole like how this season we had like one episode of that freaking terrible underground underworld whatever crap. Probably either have
Yeah.
one or maybe two episodes, honestly, because that actually is a huge like plot point that affects everything moving forward.
Oh,
So
Does it have to do with the heirs?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
That's gonna be like a whole other thing there. But oh my gosh, you're gonna love it.
What's up? Anybody out there remember what's that alien race that comes in and invades every single season? It's a word just like
Oh
Thraxons,
yeah, where
and I cannot
the
think of it
future
right
tech
now.
people. Hey, oh, you know what? Why haven't they been trying to find them?
They are. That's what Cecil was doing.
Yeah.
That's what that whole
Is that where
situation
Monster
was.
Girl and Robot are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where they were trying to
Okay,
find
I
them
didn't
and they
remember.
couldn't do it. Yeah, but Cecil shut it down because he's like, they're gonna have to find their way back on themselves because it's just too dangerous. So yeah,
Remind me, what were the circumstances of them getting stuck there?
they ran
Or
there
did they go
because
willingly?
they ran in there to go get that machine that was keeping them alive for longer. So they had to go take that machine out that made them all die instantly. But then the thing got shut down before they could. Remember that one guy came down and he basically shot it to shut down the portal with them inside. So because
Yeah.
all the other heroes were on their way in there to basically go just end them, and the guy didn't let it. He ended up getting himself chopped in half going back in. Oh, Alan wastes no time being thrust into aggravation and irritation of ruling the galaxy. Like the leaders of the other nations have zero chill. They're all looking for answers that Alan does not have. He learned instantly that the heavy is the crown. My man hates it.
I have a question though, because all of the questions they were answering, doesn't everybody have like their own divisions of different folks that should all be going to be doing these things? Like they're trying to hold Alan to task for not organizing shit, but y'all does anybody else have a plan? You just looking for handouts the way they was talking to him, and very disrespectfully looking for handouts too.
I think
as you can tell, like Thaddeus pretty much had like he was doing everything. So that now that Alan is now in that position, they expect the same thing.
Right. And they were testing him. They want to see what this new leader's about, so they got to put him to the test to see what's what.
Oh, is he doing the Great John?
Yeah. So exactly. So yeah, they put him out there.
For those of y'all that listen later and you don't know what that means, it's a Game of Thrones reference, so I'm not gonna spoil it. Go watch it.
It sounds like the other leaders are all down with the Thaddeus plan, like the removal and extinction of all Viltrumites. They don't seem to care that Nolan and his sons helped with the battle. They want all Viltrumites dead. If that ain't some fuck shit.
Alan is horrified.
What the?
At that thought.
I mean, that kind of thinking is definitely going to come into play and matter when they all learn of this new supervirus that Thaddeus had whipped up. I mean, how messed up is that? Like Nolan said, Mark and Oliver fought damn near to the death for billions of people that they don't even know. And the first chance any of these bastards get, all they want to do is vote for them to use the virus and off them in a heartbeat without so much as a second thought. Like what?
Not gonna lie, if it was me, I would use the virus. I'm sorry.
He said, I'm using the virus too.
Bro, think about it. So far, there's only like what? Besides Mark, freaking Omni-Man, well, he had to change. But we don't know if that's gonna happen to every single Viltrumite on Earth now that they're there. And freaking Thaddeus. Only 3 known people, Viltrumites. Come on now. This nuke them all.
Aside even from that, all of them. Oh, shoot, hold on.
Oh, the Flaxens. There we go. That's the name.
Flaxens?
Yeah.
Thraxens and Flaxens. Yeah, that's
and
what
Flaxens.
Okay.
My gosh, it's like freaking
hilarious.
Georgia's writing down the names.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I knew it was exactly like it. I just couldn't remember it. Flaxens. That's
This
right.
is another reason Thaddeus really should have trained him. And
Mhm.
I, like I said, I agree with Phantom. I think Alan should just take that shit, jet over to the hemisphere, wherever it needs to drop, break that shit and let it spread and do the thing. All 3 of them were in a fight, Ollie, Mark, and Nolan, and they knew what was at stake. They knew that they could possibly get wiped out by that virus also, and they went in anyway. So I don't understand why you're even stalling this. If we need a plan,
the only reason
this
why
seems like a pretty good plan.
only reason why he's stalling because again, it'll be committing genocide. This will happen with his own people. So it's like, well, shit. I'm going up against Viltrumites because they committed genocide to my people. Now I'm about to literally do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So that's like his like moral dilemma there.
And I mean, with that kind of attitude that thing had, that'd have been the first planet I'd offer up. I'd have been like, hey, Thrag, I know you lost your planet and are feeling some kind of ways. So if you need to go let off some steam, we got this bug planet over here. It's like, I know you're not the biggest fan of them anyway. So, like, do you not talk? I just fought for you and you're going to talk about I'm going to die? You're going to kill me off? Like, how about I just end your whole planet? What's up, Jake? I see you out there. That is just messed up.
Yeah. It's a horrible place to be in. And yeah, the decisions that have to be made next season are not going to be easy ones at all.
Yeah, Daredevil. That was one of my favorite episodes this season, Jake.
It was a good episode.
Great one.
Yeah.
That's not everybody thought so. Me and AK there, Meeks and Fandom, not so much. I think that's what made it such a good one. That was fun. Oh yeah, but that's messed up, man. That when that bug was talking about all Viltrumites must die, I was like, she was quick too. She was just like, oh, how do you know Thaddeus wasn't just using them as weapons to fight against his own people? Which is exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is what he was doing. Yeah.
So
I mean, the fact that these folks all deluded themselves enough to say Thaddeus was Viltrumite in name only. No. It's not in name only. He may have switched factions, but he still is a Viltrumite. But by that same token, he's also putting himself on the chopping block if the new thing was released, then he was still here in charge.
Yeah, or would he make sure he was
again, everyone was went into the fight willing to make the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Use the virus.
Mark tells us peeps what happened out there, and William was like, damn, son, you blew up their entire planet. I was like, isn't that a bit extreme? I was like, yeah, William, yes. That's underestimating it by quite a bit. That is the epitome of extreme.
But in my defense, it wasn't my plan. It was Papa's plan.
And when Mark said we didn't really have a choice, yeah, you did. How about not doing it? That's a choice.
Did they? Okay, well, how would the fight have ended?
Go get married.
They all would have been dead.
Yeah.
They were losing.
They needed to make a plan around that gun that nobody could seem to have a thing for. Thrag couldn't have dipped it all day. Like if he's fighting 5 of you, get that gun, aim, and shoot his ass.
Nah, it's just like what's his face? In DC Universe, is it Doomsday? Not Doomsday. The one with the also has like laser beams, whatever. Oh my gosh. Darkseid, there we go. With his laser. Yeah. Unless he has something like that where it actually follows his opponent. Like, yeah, no.
He's like, it's not happening ever. Thrag's just gonna dip.
He's gonna just delete his dodge everything.
William comes to the first obvious question. So if they no longer have a home, where are they gonna go? Yeah, exactly. But about that time, Mark turns the corner and falls into another daytime nightmare. This one where Anissa's shown up and killed all the students in the quad. And as messed up as these like daytars are, I almost think like they may be necessary for the decision that Mark's going to have to make later on in this episode.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was it.
Definitely.
I mean, they suck, but I think they were needed to make the
Even
product.
without them, like honestly, because when you think about like, oh, what other options did he have? He has none.
Done.
Yeah.
In the comics was different. In the comics, it was like the moment he went to Earth's atmosphere, he didn't see the Viltrumites were anywhere, and then Thrag appeared. It wasn't this whole prolonged like, oh, all this events happen, and then finally Thrag appears. It was just instantly the conversation happened.
Yeah, we got to build up to that drama.
I like this version better.
Debbie's being the worried mama bear, freaking out about Oliver just being left alone to heal on some alien planet with strangers. Like, I get the wanting to be there for him, but just like Karen hovering over Javi to just get caught, like, what exactly is it you think you can do for him?
Be there.
I mean, yeah, other than just being there to show she cares,
Be
I
his
guess.
mom.
Yeah, that's it. That's
she knows he is going to want to see immediately.
Mama. I like Paul's matter-of-factly take on the situation. Like, he just simply lays it out. Like, you're so worried about him, go see him. Like, it's funny that thought never crossed her mind.
Seriously, and this is why I really dig this dude, and I'm honestly still rooting for him. I hope they can work out whatever, and maybe he can give a little more change, and she can also maybe give a little change. Let's meet in the middle and make this awesome, beautiful thing that was coming together happen. But he is also the reason that she properly reassesses her situation in this whole thing where her family is concerned. So yeah, you are a regular human. No, we can't send you out there with guns or anything to fight, but you could do something that is still so much needed, which is be there.
Paul was like,
your family.
Paul was like, this is your lane now. Like, you want to go see him?
Exactly. Like, this has literally always been you. I've watched it. Why do you think I fell for you?
Oh, it just killed me. Like, it was so sad in the next line when he added, stuff like this is probably why we didn't work out. Ooh, I was like, gut punch. Damn.
Bro. And that right there was another moment, like finding out about the abortion. I was like, wait, what do you mean it didn't work out? What the fuck happened while we were off the planet, man?
At first, I was like, Deb, what are you doing? Here's another situation where you have an absolutely amazing man who is totally down for you, but it's just not enough. Like, I was a little disgusted right there. Right up until he said, I'm just glad we're still friends. I was like, oh,
no, he is absolutely still in love with her.
Close. I was like, I guess you're actually not worthy of the situation. I was like, I was on your side for a second, Paul, but damn.
For real. I think he could have used this as the end. Like, you know what? We've never moved in the same circle where like these type of situations is concerned, but maybe let's try to work on that. You know, you also might need somebody to be with you while you're sitting over here worrying about your baby. You don't give a fuck about Nolan. You don't want to talk to him. You can talk to me though. Let's go see about our boy.
Like, let's all one time.
Just me.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Paul,
it's like going to the park with your puppy. You know, girls are gonna like it.
Oh man, yeah, I was on your side right up until trying to be like next up after she was, and then like birthed another soup. Like, this is an unattainable situation to live up to. Like, my guy was in it. Like, I mean, she was with Omni-Man. How do you live up to that? There's no way. And then you birthed another soup. Like, he knew all this coming in, and then had a little Oliver who's a superhero too.
And still stayed.
I mean,
Debbie, what the
it's
fuck
just weird how he
girl?
was like, oh, this is why we broke up because of your own situation, but he witnessed everything. He was still there.
Yeah,
so it's like it's something. It seems like something's still off there. Like,
right, like read between the lines. Like this is literally a custom-made dude just for you.
That's
why I'm like, the moment Omni-Man returned, I'm like, did something happen? Like, just knowing that Omni-Man could possibly come back in the picture, something was red.
Because
I didn't even think about that. I forgot. Yeah, because he would obviously know, and he could have easily just went and intimidated the fuck out of him by himself.
But I was like,
change his mind.
I thought the ball's on Paul to live in a house where your superpowered ex could just show back up and instantly end me. Like, not one, but
was
super able kids who could fly me to the moon and drop me if they ever wanted to. But he still stayed and played the role.
He's still there. He literally is looking at your sons like they are his sons.
Only
he's
for
sitting in there cooking everybody's favorites by himself. All y'all had to do was get the wine and set the table.
You see what I'm saying?
He knows everything you like. Has been the sweetest fucking person ever. And yes, okay, fuck you, Nolan. I will forever until the end of this series say that.
Oh
Debbie,
my god.
baby girl, I know you need to be around your sons, and sometimes that means you got to deal with your bitch ass baby daddy. But your man's is like right there, and he's still waiting for you.
Right up there playing the role, only for Debbie to come back and be like, "Yeah, this isn't working for me." You were with the most powerful man on the planet. Not sure exactly what you were expecting here, but I'm trying. Like, what do you want, Debbie? Unbelievable. Is that Nolan's way back in? What's that?
Did they say which one of them ended it, or did they say like it was amicable split?
Just said it didn't work out. Yeah, just didn't work out.
I need the backstory on that.
So is that
not even a comment? Not even the comics they expand on it either. So that's what I was hoping the show was. Since how the whole like Debbie and Omni-Man conversation went, but then still, not even the show even expanded on it. So I was like,
that's how. Is that going to be Nolan's way back in? Like no other man on the planet can possibly live up to her expectations. So there's nobody but Nolan.
I mean, it seems like in this episode, like they're going to come. They may end up. But I just hope that they don't.
What expectations is she worried about though? He for the longest time, up until near the end and the breakdown of y'all's relationship, he saw you as a pet.
Put a pet in that.
Again, fuck you, Nolan.
What's he gonna do?
What is my man's name? I keep forgetting the ex.
Oh, Paul.
Paul. Yeah, I'm Team Paul.
She's gonna put him down and make Nolan start barking, crawling around on all fours. Like, you're gonna be my pet, you little. Unbelievable.
Look,
Speaking of super couples, Mark and Eve are back at her place chilling, and she said there was something she needed to tell him, not realizing exactly how long it's been. My dumb ass was thinking, like, how does he not realize that she's still pregnant? Like, only to hear that she is not. And I was floored again. I did not see that coming. Mark goes into it,
but he never knew about the pregnancy too. So it's like for him.
Well, that was
that it probably wouldn't have factored in. But you brought up something interesting there, though, because you asked like how does he how would he not see that she was with child? With as sensitive as his ears are, would there have been a heartbeat yet?
Yeah. This is months into it.
Because wouldn't he have heard that?
Maybe you'd think so, but I mean, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't strong enough when he first left. But plus,
even then, his mind right now is on Dragon people, so it's like he's probably not 100% like thinking or hearing properly.
Oh, speaking of Thrag, Mark goes into another night terror and sees Thrag snatch her up to end her. And it was about at this moment, like I said, I was thinking one of these times it is really going to be him.
It's going to be him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. But yeah, then Mark asked Eve what she wanted to say. And this is when I started to realize. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Bro, what if, tinfoil, what if Thrag has some hidden random mind thing and this isn't Invincible going through PTSD, although I do think he has that in some form. But what if Thrag or somebody else is there lurking in the shadows, pushing that into his brain, and all those times that we think it's a hallucination, he actually was there somehow, or only Mark would be able to see him.
I love it. I don't believe it, but I love it. I think it'd be amazing.
I said it and I don't believe it, but it's an interesting plot point if it ever came up.
Oh, well, and she finally let it out, and she said that she was pregnant and never told him, that she didn't want to go it alone. She did what she did. Like, that was so brutal. But I was on the fence with this one because I was like, you had a little baby soup in you and you didn't let it play out. Like, that alone seems sacrilege. And then saying that you didn't want to raise it alone. Are you kidding me? Your man's mom is probably the greatest ally you could ever have in that situation.
Exactly what I was about to say. Like this woman looks at you already like you her daughter-in-law.
She didn't raise you.
What are you doing? And for her having been in a house literally predominantly with men for the majority of her adult married life, you're like the only one that's been in there and she actually cares about you. Like y'all have a separate relationship. If anything happened with Mark, I think they would absolutely still be cool and have that kind of mother-daughter relationship. What do you mean you would have been by yourself? He might not have been there if he had died, but you would absolutely not be alone, and that would be like a living, breathing piece of him.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why she
I'm not
thought
trying to
that
shame her
way.
for it or say she did anything wrong. Just there's things to think about.
I think the only reason she thought that way because of her own upbringing with her family. And it's like, even with her and her powers, they kind of like truly haven't fully accepted her, or she didn't probably felt it belonged or something. So that's like the only way I can possibly think why she felt like she was like alone,
But
even though
that's
in
my
reality she wasn't.
That's why.
But it's like,
that's why we have Debbie.
again, yeah.
Because I fully agree. Her parents trash, both of them. I would not have let them in that baby's life except under like supervised visits, especially her dad. But she had Debbie. All of that she didn't have with her real parents, she has that in Debbie and with Paul once he came along. So I don't know. I don't think it was something that needed to happen.
And if your parents don't like it, move out and move in with Debbie. Debbie's like, I got you a room right here. Come on.
They live there already?
Girl. She would have been pumped. Are you kidding me? Grandma? Are you kidding me? My baby's baby? Like, let's go. You couldn't have had a bigger ally. I mean,
and I have to call into question, like, when it comes to grandmas, like Asian women are literally like the mama of mamas, because like they are always, it don't matter what y'all two were doing while y'all were being raised. Once the grandbaby comes along, spoiled, rotten, and loved, protected ferociously forever because of grandma.
You don't think with her two sons away at war that she would have been beyond thrilled to help raise her little super abled grandbaby? Are you nuts? Like, that just annoyed the shit out of me when she said that. I didn't want to do it alone. Yeah. What?
Again, I just to clarify, we are still giving her all of the hugs because yes,
absolutely,
a hard thing to do, and we feel that. Yeah. But on the flip side of that, you got to look at all the facts. I feel like keeping the baby, the pros would have well outweighed the cons.
I mean, what if Mark did die? You don't want a little piece of him living on? Like, come on.
You don't think his mama would want that little piece too? You would be set for life, bruh.
Set for life. Mark took it like a champ.
So sad.
I'm not sure how I would
pour a little bit out. Pour a little bit out for the baby.
I would have definitely been a little more upset with her not telling me before I left. That definitely, like, that could have been the juice I needed to whoop his ass. I got a little one
to whoop his ass. Yeah, I gotta get home to my babies.
I need that extra juice. Give it to me. What is happening? The very least, at least knowing you had a little one at home, so maybe not blow up the bad guy's planet, so they don't have no other choice but to come back and take over yours. Like, so many things could have been handled differently if she'd have just opened up and shared. C'est la vie. That ship has sailed. When Mark shook his head,
do we know if she told anyone?
I don't think so.
No.
Other than William. William knew. He told the.
Yeah.
That was before Mark even left. She told him,
and
he was like, "Yes, tell him." Like, I'm not trying to.
Right, and he tiptoed smooth out the door, like, I want no parts of this.
He was clean with his. He's like, "I'm here for you. I love you. Whatever you need." But
wait, did Debbie tell him to go see Eve?
What's that?
Did Debbie tell Mark to go see Eve or no?
No.
Then okay. That was then maybe if she said that, then maybe she probably would have known. But okay.
Oh yeah, no. He told her, he's like, "Mom, I'll tell you everything, but first I gotta go see Eve.
I gotta go check on Eve."
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, "I need some lovin's. It has been a minute, and I am ready." When Mark shook his head and said Eve, I was like 50-50 on whether like he was gonna go supersonic and just fly out of there or just like stay there and console her, but. Then he came in with the hug and blamed himself for not being there. And that may have been his most heroic move to date. Like, that
was definitely
insane. 100%. My guy is a hero. Oh, who's not a hero? While visiting the site that he was crushing Mark in, Nolan gets a little visit from Cecil. And why does everyone keep saying they won the war? Like, no, you won the battle. The other side still has plenty of combat left in them. I don't understand why everybody keeps saying they won the war. No, you
won some battles, but that's about it.
That is all. Yeah. I'm glad Cecil broke it down for him. He's like, you call that winning? I call it 40 pissed off space Nazis looking for revenge. Exactly what planet you're
looking to come here.
Yeah.
And as much beef as I be having with Cecil sometimes, right here, bro was speaking bars.
Truth.
Like, what the fuck do you mean they not all dead? Why would you come back? Well, we had to get out because Ollie got hurt. Okay, so you took your little tiny child in, which okay, whatever. But why are they coming here? You blew up their planet?
Like what?
Why the fuck would you do that?
I got 40
Nolan.
space Nazis.
And if they are here, how long are your coalition friends gonna come help us? Oh, it's gonna take about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
What? 2 weeks.
Speaking of that, how did they get there and how did Cecil not know they were there already? Don't they already have like lookouts and whatnots to see?
Oh, you mean for the Viltrumites
ships and stuff? Yeah.
Well, they don't have.
That's
they
when
don't
they
have
explain
any type of cloaking ability, right?
That's going to be explained later how they were able to do it. The show hasn't explained how they were able to.
I just figured they just super speeded down in and just blended in. Like if they don't have a thing, because that's what Nolan was waiting around for, was the Alliance to put in that monitor. So when the Viltrumite ship does enter their atmosphere, they'll know it. But they're still building it. It wasn't built yet. So how would they know?
Well, we have satellites. As far as unless I missed something, that ship doesn't have any type of cloaking capabilities. Our satellites would still pick that up.
I don't know.
So to me, it doesn't make sense that Cecil didn't detect
when Talia had all that detection stuff on her spaceship, and when they were rolling, all of a sudden the Viltrumite spaceship was just on them instantly and jammed them, and they didn't see it coming. Remember, it was Zoe that came in saying, "Hey, my suit's getting some kind of beeps," and then all of a sudden they were on them instantly. So maybe they just move so fast that it's before they can even be detected.
Maybe.
But yeah, I like how Cecil was still trying to act like he has authority of him whatsoever. Like, dude, stop. You know this man will still chop you in half in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like,
but he did say it though, you don't need to be afraid of me, Cecil. Motherfucker, I will never not be afraid of you. What the fuck do you mean?
And how are you going to say if the Viltrumites come, you better get back here faster than 2 weeks? But until then, get your ass off my planet. Like
technically, they could, because Cecil literally has the technology to literally teleport in and out. Yeah. So then again, I'm not sure like what's the range in it. So I'll give him that.
Yeah, he could.
I need the parameters on that.
I was still like, you sure you want to talk that way to the one person that might be your only hope of survival in this? Like, get the hell off my planet. How are you going to talk shit to the man you're going to ask to come save you later? Like, hold up now. Speaking of, is Cecil like the leader general type that they need? Like, is there any way that he ends up taking over the role, like leading the coalition, relieving Alan?
Cecil?
He could become Nick Fury.
He don't want that headache.
He don't want that drama. He don't want that smoke. Mm-hmm. He's like, no.
Even if it means like protecting Earth, come in like damn, what's the other boy's name? Come in like Cregan Stark when it gets to the hour of the wolf.
Oh, there's lots of drama.
Was this hand for like 2 days.
This is not like any other superhero show. This one's the shit.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, this isn't just a superhero show.
This is they bring all the extra.
Get Cecil in there just to plan out this war.
Something. Give him helping.
Wait, which one has more drama? The Boys or Invincible?
Whew. Well, The Boys is just more like amazing. Like,
who has more drama? The Boys.
That's how real life would be. If there was really superheroes in the world, that's how it would be.
That's exactly how it would be.
That's why I like The Boys.
Let's remember, where is Vought? In the United States. And how our government move? No doubt in my mind. This is exactly how it would be.
Yeah, then it's all about money and making more of it. There ain't gonna be no broke Spider-Man out there like, I ain't got no money. We getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nolan said, I almost died out there fighting for you. Cecil was not moved in the least. He said, do that a couple thousand more times and we can talk. Nolan looked irritated at first, but soon he realized, like, yeah, I had that coming.
But he's right. Mm-hmm. He's right, because that what do you mean? You put your life on the line? So you owed us that.
How many people you kill? How many heroes did you take out? How many defenders are gone now? Like, wait a minute.
That part. You ain't innocent, Nolan. Stop this random trying to play victim good guy thing, okay? No, your penance is not served. You're not forgiven.
What's up, fandom? Will like the world ever be able to forgive Nolan for what he's done, or is he just basically going to have to find a new planet to live on?
Find a new planet.
He got to go. Nobody.
No, he said himself. He already killed over 2K. Like, no. Even Invincible still getting like side eyes, even though that wasn't him with the whole Invincible war of the other universe marks. Like, no.
He said, "You got to go. Not going to happen." As if Mark didn't have enough on his plate, the news that he was almost a papa is really weighing on him. Like after breaking it all down, Mark looked like he was about to end it with Eve, but she saw that coming and killed that noise real quick. Like just like Mama Deb, there is no replacing you. Where is there to go after dating a Viltrumite? Eve is
I don't
not.
think he was gonna break up, but there was more of a meltdown he was having.
He was,
You
but
know,
he looked like
I thought it was absolutely headed to, he straight said, "I can't keep doing this to you. It's not fair."
Yeah.
That sounds like a man that was about to sever ties because he loves her way too much and does
I
not
saw it
want
more
any of his
of
fuck shit to go with her.
he was gonna quit being like a superhero as opposed to ending the relationship with you. That's how I saw it.
You think so?
I don't think
Yeah.
there's no way he would have been able to stop being a superhero.
Put a pin in that.
He said, "Put
Okay,
a pin
all
in it."
right.
Because that does like I would say more in next season or maybe season 6 or so. There's gonna be a point in time where he's gonna like really just anticipate like, hey, should I even continue being a superhero or not?
He's like, "I'm just making things worse," and that's what he said about going up there. He's like, "I went up there, I wasn't here, and all I did was make things worse."
Because remember that conversation with Oliver said like all some of this stuff. Even he even mentions it. Like all this could have been avoided if I did X, Y, and Z. I feel like all this stuff is because of me. So now the whole thing with Eve now and all this other stuff. So it's like, if I was never a hero, would all this still be happening? So it will be a point in time where he's gonna like have that realization, like, wait, should I quit or not?
Yeah. So Superman has taken breaks before.
I mean, everybody gets a little tripped out. I mean, he has gone through it, and the PTSD he's got is real right now. So, oh man,
that's my favorite one, the Starbucks edit.
Oh, Nolan shows up and tells Mark he is about to dip and goes back to check on Oliver. But before he can go, Debbie popped up, letting him know that she will be joining Nolan to go visit Oliver. Like, did you see Eve's face when Debbie said, "What kind of parent would I be if I wasn't there for Oliver?" She looked mortified. I was like,
yeah, many times when it's like people bring up kids or parenting, and Eve is gonna like have that like
and
moment.
Because of that look, I feel like this is going to be the start of her spiral, where she's going to need to go see a shrink to, try to get.
Hell, they all do. There's like almost everyone in
yeah, fair enough. And yeah, I agree with what Jake just said. They always continue to be superheroes because after a while, you can't ignore shit when you know you could actually do something about it.
Yeah, even Peter tried in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, he tried a lot, and it didn't work out. And he did that in the comics
you're losing
too.
Uncle Ben.
That's a great example. Yeah,
you don't do what you got to do, and you're losing Uncle Ben on the thing. Debbie's obviously worried about Ollie, but isn't a little part of this like seeing if there's actually anything left there between her and Nolan?
I hope not.
Me too.
I mean, he tried to touch her shoulder, but he's like, not now.
That's why when it got to this part, I was like, what do you mean the only way you could get up there is for him to carry you? They can come into the atmosphere, yeah, because obviously you can't just fly Debbie out into space. She'll die. But your son was standing right there.
I was like, Mark.
I would have been like, Mark, do your mom a favor real quick. Give me a ride to the store real quick. I'm just saying, I don't know why she did what she did, but I think she absolutely should have just asked Mark to do it.
Oh man, so funny.
Eve could have did it too.
Yeah,
that was so funny when they're about to leave orbit, and he's like, "The view is spectacular." Like it was, and she was really enjoying it so much, like you said, that he got the feeling to reach up, and I was like, "Ooh, do not make her go go fisk on you, because she will do it." He's about to see the Kingpin come out. Like, lucky for him, he clocked the situation and pulled back before starting something he was not ready for.
Yeah, she is literally there just enjoying the view.
Oh, absolutely.
You being there standing next to her, I don't think means anything to her. At least I hope it don't, because y'all don't do this.
Don't do it.
Please don't do this. No, he doesn't deserve her.
Well, back on Earth, Donald stops by to take Mark in for a debrief, and while he experienced another episode, and wisely, he told Cecil like he is finally ready to talk to a professional. Like he is in serious need of some PTSD counseling. But how much will it really help knowing what's still out there and it's definitely coming his way one of these days? The terrors are going to keep coming because the terror is real.
Nah, he needs to talk to somebody.
Yeah, he does. And I think him talking to someone will help him not necessarily like compartmentalize things, but it'll help him to focus a bit more and be more grounded in how they have to plan this shit out. Because right now he is super spiraling and it's not going to go anywhere good if he don't change.
Oh, get it out. Better out than in. Mark being at home alone isn't helping much either. After all these years of living here, it's never been this quiet. And Eve, knowing he needs some sort of release, just tells him to go out for a fly. Like, don't look for any problems, no reason for being there, just fly for the release. And
sound advice. It's like when you just got to hop on your motorcycle and go charge up around the city. Just roll out.
Roll out. Well, of course, while out
Sonny
there,
boy, what's going on? Hello.
Hey. While he's out there, he has another vision of Thrag, only this time it's really him. And can you imagine just out there all willy-nilly trying to chill and decompress and you run into the man himself? What do you do in that situation, Phantom?
Bounce.
You can't. You know he's faster than you are. You know he's faster than you are. There is no way to run.
Would he actually chase him? The way Thrag is
he would.
right
now, he would. Because at that point in time, he was a man on a mission. He wanted to speak to Mark.
Yeah,
so he would have he would have caught up to him.
He wanted to speak to Mark, but he didn't want to fight him. And I think if he would have gave chase, that would have, in Mark's mind, I think it would have forced him to respond to that.
No, he would have fought. You know why? Because he didn't give a yes or no answer, and he constantly was saying no, and then he switched his stance, and he was like literally about to get ready. He just like mopped the floor with Mark. But then Mark was like, yeah. And then he like reverted back.
Well, no, I'm talking about before. No, I'm talking about before that. Like
before that? No.
When DJ says that when he stops and he turns around and he actually sees him, fly away. No, well, what does Mark do? Completely forgets what happened every time you went up toe to toe with this man and you do the same shit.
I kind of got to give it up for that. Like, even knowing the probable outcome, he wasted no time and just
because he didn't know what it. Like I was there to talk. He was just like, we said we're here. So he's like, let's go.
We already know it's on site.
I'm going down a blaze of glory.
I like it. That's all I'm saying.
See, how powerful is this man? At that point, to do that later, maybe, but right here, no, I don't think that would have been a smart move. I think it'd have been better if he just flew away and went straight to Cecil.
I don't think he would have ever made it. But how powerful is Thrag? Like, Mark brought the absolute thunder with that right hook, and Thrag did not budge. I mean, Mark knew too. He was only like half enraged because like when he came in for that second one, Thrag simply said stop, and he was like, okay, what? Like, he didn't want none of that.
It's like he is the Viltrumite Debo, bruh. Like what you gonna do with that? Sides make me mad.
Oh, he said, okay, let me just stop and see if we can talk this out. And Thrag is a real one. I mean, my God, Mark yelled back, what do you want? And Thrag just had to pause and take a beat because he was ready to say, what do I want? I want to shred your ass into little body bits and fucking feed you Ragnars, but what I wanted is rip out your heart and feed it back to you, motherfucker. That's what I want. He took a breath. He took a beat. He's like, hold on, let me think about this. Let's be reasonable. And he like just took a breath and laid it all out. Like, for a complete psychopath, Thrag is extremely measured and reasonable.
And it was at this scene where my mouse happened to move because I was leaning on my pillow and I got up and it went into the X-ray. And it showed like all the actors that were in that scene. And I saw Lee Pace. I was like, what the hell have I been watching this all season? And I didn't know that was fucking Thranduil, Brother Day over there doing his thing. If you don't understand that, y'all, it's the Lord of the Rings and a Foundation reference. Go watch Foundation. Great show. And it makes so much sense that Lee Pace would do that because he is great at monologues. And he brought all of the emotion that he needed to there. But while everything he was saying is true, there is maliciousness in there. And he toes that line very well. He's very logical, but most supervillains usually are. And this is why I have beef with Mark in this situation, because how very fucking dare you make this decision for the world? Like, it's not even just like the state, the city, or whatever that you're in. It's literally the whole planet.
Yeah, like
you
he
don't
said,
think maybe you should say, I need you to give me 48 hours. Something. I have to process this properly. And in those 48 hours, not saying you're going to go on the attack or whatnot, but you could at least go group up with Cecil, get the word out to Nolan so the coalition knows what's going on. Something other than just saying, okay, fine.
That's just, yeah.
Stupid.
Now I would say the same thing. I've been like, okay, whatever. Because he knows there's nothing or anyone on earth that can stop him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and what's Thrag going to do? Like, let him. Oh, so I'm going to let you go away for 2 days, and then you're going to come up with a plan, and I'm going to have to.
He said,
no,
billions are going to die if you say no. Only a little bit are going to survive a little unpleasant life until those 2 weeks come by and the coalition arrive, and then I'll deal with the coalition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he had no choice. He told them, you have no choice, but you must make it nonetheless.
And it's going to be even worse because when they've been fighting, the coalition been fighting the Viltrumites, it wasn't 37 Viltrumites. It was just only like 10 or so, or a few. It's not like 37. That was like that is always like worried about. He was always like, okay, I'm fighting in the fewer number. So it's like the odds is even worse. But if Mark knew about the virus, then it probably would have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because only Nolan knew about the virus. So if he knew about the virus, he would have been like, okay, he would have probably been like UAK for 48 hours, then hit up Nolan and said, oh, Alan, there's somewhat here, throw the whole virus thing.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But how did I call that exactly last stream? How did I call that? No, like I said, there was 37 Viltrumites left, and I'll be damned if there aren't exactly 37.
Yeah, I think that's what we all say. It was like 37 or 38 or something like that. But I wasn't saying Mark should go somewhere to plan things, but just to update everyone and at least let Cecil know so whatever he may need to do can be done, that this is a thing that is going to happen, and maybe we don't need to be super black ops about it, but stay quiet, keep surveillance, find them where you may, and at least then after they can maybe start making some type of contingency plan. But no, just wait a second. Don't, because if this shit goes left, and because it's Invincible, I have a feeling shit is going to go left. It's going to be even worse once people find out that he's the one that made that deal.
Well, it doesn't matter because, like I said, there was no 2 days or 2 weeks. Like Thrag got in the pose, like, hey, if we're going to do it, let's do it. It was like, make a decision. You got seconds, not days. But
he still also doesn't want to risk Mark, though. He could have killed him already.
Oh, a couple times. He doesn't want to kill any more Viltrumites. He wants more to come. But it's been left to him for their people to ensure their people, their future, and their race. Like he said, you took our home, so now our home is here. When he said, let me explain your future to you, that shit sends chills up my spine.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Which is why I feel like Mark should have been a bit quicker on his feet in this conversation.
Oh my.
But Thrag, look, good old brother Day. He's a good spinner of tales and putting the fear in all of his monologues, and he did that.
He said, we will live amongst you and use your people to repopulate. Any attempt to find or thwart our plans will result in the deaths of billions with a B, bitches. I was like, what? And then he ends it with a cherry on top and a less pleasant form of life for the survivors. I was like, is there a colder motherfucker out there?
I mean,
this is Thrag.
He said, and this is where I have to award like 20 points to Slytherin, because he turned around and was like, you know what? In a different world, or maybe somewhere else, you are actually our savior. Ain't the universe funny like that?
Mm-hmm.
And if that was like the mic drop of the season for me, because that cold-blooded.
I thought it was
cold as ice, and I felt him. I felt him on that again. I don't always like the villains, but you got to give credit where credit's due. I
thought the coldest line was like, you do not have a choice, and yet you must make one. Like, that was one of the coldest shit lines I'd ever like, what? This man is about that life. Like when Mark was working it out in his head and Thrag got into battle stance, like just in case, I was like, Mark, you better choose correct because he is about to take your ass out for real. But how could you make such an impossible choice knowing in the end, like there really was no choice at all? Like what a miserable situation to be in. Like you said, Phantom, is that there's nothing else he could really do, right?
No.
I mean, he's stuck. The craziest part is I think he was ready to ride or die right up until the moment Eve said, like, image popped into his head. Like the thought of losing her brought him back down to reality.
Yeah.
Can you highlight what Jake just said? Because, look.
Take 74.
There's a whole bunch of people that we could do without on Earth.
I mean, at this point, just collect them, go to the collision planet.
It's a whole registry of them that we can hand you and tell you where. Look, they're actually all in the same building right over there. It's some bars on their rooms, but you can get past that. You're Viltrumite. Go get them.
74 humans and go live somewhere else. That is.
Look. I'm just saying, looking at that practically speaking, there are groups of humans that nobody would miss because they out here doing fuck shit.
But they want this world because it's so livable. So we got all the resources.
I mean, there's other worlds that's livable. Like that's like I understood that though. So
the technology that they have, I feel like they could easily go and like terraform Mars or Venus or something.
Yeah, but this was more of a middle finger to those guys. Like, you took our world.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, it's definitely an intimidation tactic. I get it. Burger, we've not seen your name before. Welcome.
What's up, Burger?
Thanks for checking us out.
Oh man, yeah, that was great. Thrag looked shocked. He was ready to like let it ride, and he seemed a little in awe that this is the decision Mark went with. Like he told Mark, or not, like he just became the Viltrumite savior, like you said. Like Mark,
that's what I'm saying. That's why that hit me so hard.
That was
and he was, because you could clearly see he was very much prepared to go up against Mark. And I feel like him getting into that battle stance was him maybe giving Mark a little bit of respect because he's seen how he fights. And Mark always fights from his heart. He fights to win. Not saying he's good. He would have won the fight, but Thrag respects, what he puts forth in a fight. And he respects this heavy ass decision that he knows he's basically strong arming him into making.
Yeah, Mark obviously tripping, sitting there like, what have I done? And that seemed to like almost irritate Thrag. He had to like stop cold and let him know, like, what you've done is literally save the lives of every living thing on this planet. Like, just letting those be his last words, and then he dips like, you will not be seeing me again. I was like, God, I'm like the character more and more.
That's look. Sometimes the villains shine like that. Okay.
Oh my God.
When I started watching Once Upon a Time, at first I could not fucking stand Regina, who was the evil queen in the Snow White story. But as the seasons went on, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. And now she's my favorite character on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, Thrag is a real one. So do you think
Mark
will be able to
keep about that life?
Is Mark going to be able to keep this information to himself, or is he going to let it be known or the deal he made?
He fucking better make it known.
I don't know. I think it would be a lot easier to just not tell anyone and let them live their lives. I mean, who's going to know other than his brother and his dad? They're all going to be dead when it comes to fruition. That's 500 years down the road.
I'm not saying that they should go in and actually actively start trying to pick people off, but I'm saying he needs to tell them so they can know what at least is happening, and maybe there is some random way that they can identify them. Like, have y'all ever seen the movie They Live? It's an old, I believe it's a John Carpenter film, and it's about aliens invading Earth and how they've been here for a while, but they're camouflaged. And you have to get like these special pair of contacts or glasses to actually be able to see the world as it really is. And it stars Phantom Yule, like Roddy Piper.
Oh, sure.
From WWF. It stars him and Keith David.
Wait, is that a black and white movie?
No, but when you have the glasses on, you see the world in black and white, and you see all
I think I've heard about it.
The aliens are given. Yeah, it's a great fucking movie. DJ, if you've never seen it, I know you would like it.
superhumans do superhuman things. Somebody will know. No, not if they're trying to integrate. And live
No.
with us. They're not going to
Yeah,
do
that's the thing.
Exactly.
But even
Not if they are
then, that
blending in.
world has like a bunch of superheroes and monsters, all that stuff. So even if they do something, it's not gonna be like out of the ordinary to them. So they could like get away with something.
But yeah,
I mean,
they would have
Raglan though.
not budge or something. Like it'd have to be one of those things where a random bullet shot him and it didn't do anything to him.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
like
wait,
they happen to have like some maybe somebody's doing work on a building and some random piece of a ledge falls and hits them on the head and they survive. That is a noticeable thing.
But yeah, I wouldn't be.
It's also kind of like the scrolls.
Yeah, I wouldn't
be.
Hold up.
They blend in.
They just did Secret Invasions better in one episode. Oh my god. Disney do better.
Yeah, maybe I would tell Cecil so he could perhaps get to work on some kind of secret plan.
Oh,
absolutely. I would definitely keep the masses in the dark.
Yeah. I'm not saying announce it. No, but go tell Cecil. Talk to the coalition. Let them know. You'll start prepping better plans. Again, have Plankton come in and give you plan A to double Z on how contingency plans could go. Start at least trying to plan for the shit, and maybe somewhere along the line we find those special pair of sunglasses and we could see who they are. Something like that. No, do not tell everybody no, because people are dangerous individuals when they have something to that's the bad thing of the week over there. We're gonna go attack it.
Then we get our last mid-credit scene, and it has Alan just swamped in a bunch of tedious paperwork and tasks, and he says it's no easy job running the galaxy. Then Talia brings in a special pad encrypted for his eye only, and seems Thaddeus didn't leave him completely unarmed. He's got a little something for him. He said he truly believed that all could never be safe as long as even one Viltrumite is still alive. He told them about the virus and that it was inexorable death to any and all Viltrumites. But there was kind of an important line there that just kind of slipped right by me until like the second time I saw it. He said he only hesitated using the weapon because it could also affect and strike down those with similar genetics. I was like, wait a minute.
That part.
I was like, whoa. What do you mean? When he said Mark and his people, I thought he meant like Mark Oliver and Omni-Man.
Nah,
no,
human.
I was like, whoa, no way.
Yeah, so, Mark and his people. He would not say specifically Mark's people unless he was talking about the human side.
That's why I was happy.
He would have clearly stated that.
In the previous episode, you clocked the DJ when Thaddeus was talking to Nolan about like, oh, every Viltrumite. He's like, wait, that also includes like my son and Oliver. And then there was like no reply. So like he was on it. He was like, he pretty much was a do or die mission with this whole war. If he would have lost, the virus would have went out and it would pretty much killed everyone. He wouldn't care.
Oh, that
is that's the only like asterisk that he put on that. Like, yeah, it could also harm them. Like we could literally be thrown into some random plague of the gods situation, and we'll all end up having to like live in a world that looks like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah, because so many people have died, and that virus probably killed not just humans, but a lot of different types of life.
Yeah, that brings a whole nother scenario into the
play. He upgraded it, is what he said. So that shit is like I'm actually afraid to see what that would do. However, you do still have to look at the other side of that. If the Viltrumites are allowed to rebuild up their numbers, you think they're not gonna make a move the minute Thrag thinks they have enough?
He'll be back to trying to take over the galaxy. But
we also have another new name in the chat. Hello, Mohit Rao. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for checking us out.
That's another thing too. That's like he was so much in like the whole like threat. He even mentioning, oh yes, so I know about Conquest, by the way.
When Mark,
and it's such a small thing that we brush by it because I remember the scene now that you said it, but I didn't notice it until you brought it up.
When Mark meets Cecil, he didn't bring it up about Conquest. Yeah, I mean, he did. There was nothing to bring up now. It's like you didn't. He's like, you left him alive, you bastard. But he gone now. He ain't coming back. He's like, why did you lie to me? But he kind of said something about that before they even went off. But yeah, if that weapon gets deployed, curtains for Earth. Like Thaddeus said, Nolan knows about the virus, but doesn't know it will also kill Earthlings. Like, so that's messed up.
I don't think it'll be all Earthlings. I think it will definitely be all the Viltrumites and any kids that are there that have Viltrumite DNA. And the humans, yeah, it's going to get a lot of us, but it's going to be just like it was on Viltron, to where a lot of folks will get wiped out, but not everybody.
Oh, I would say most though, just like their plan.
Most though. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. It's going to be most, but it's not going to be all.
He said no matter.
But maybe because he said like he made this virus even like way stronger.
He made it more potent. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe.
Yeah, it's like he said no matter the cost, all Viltrumites must die. Like, what do you even do with that information?
What
do you think he's going to tell Nolan? What's that?
Here's another asterisk point. What if it's not specifically like just regular humans that could be affected, but any human that has intimate contact with a Viltrumite? Like he upgraded it, but it's very specific to where, let's say one of them has a girlfriend and maybe she's pregnant with their kid, or maybe not just that they're together. The virus can somehow read
I don't know.
That they're close to Viltrumite, and they're going to take that person out just to stop any type of offspring that could happen.
I don't know. It said all Earthlings is what I got out of that. And I was like, oh my God.
Now it makes it even worse for Alan now. Because like if he wanted to do the virus, okay, just only 37 people I got to worry about end up dying. But now it's an entire like freaking planet. Now it's like, okay.
Yeah,
which is why Alan had that look of horror on his face once he heard that and he saw the vial. If that thing is used, it's not going to be Alan that does it.
Yeah. What will the others in the coalition do once they hear about the deal Mark made?
They'll be pissed off. They're already pissed off at Alan. Like, what the hell is your plan? And they already, the moment they learn, like,
on the job.
Yeah, they just want to know where the hell are they? And they're like already pissed off. So imagine they learn, like, oh, that they're not only on Earth, but now Mark says, oh yeah, you can chill here, you can repopulate here. Wait, what? What's gonna happen then? They're gonna end up like probably taking over Earth and probably even expand. That was their whole worry of what the Viltrumites regrowing and then again take over yet again.
Right. See, and what Jake is saying here, that's what I was saying earlier. Thaddeus also knew not only that it could affect Nolan and Mark and Ollie, but it could also affect him.
Yeah.
But he was still willing to put himself on the chopping block because
he's a psycho too.
Manifesto.
I mean, in a sense, it's like
he's got a manifesto. Anybody that has a manifesto is a little bit psycho, and Thaddeus definitely is.
Because he was the only Viltrumite in history to like ever go against them.
Go against the
grain. And then eventually, years down the line, it was like Nolan, but then it took like more. So it's like even then, it's only been like one other person. So it's like the odds is like not in the favor. So that's why he again just wanted to create another virus.
So maybe these other Viltrumites were going to planets like Thraxa and stuff like that they didn't like the people there and they just were happy to rule them. And then all of a sudden, like Thaddeus went to a place. He's like, oh, I like these people. I'm down with them. I don't want to kill them or hurt them. And then Nolan came to Earth and he's like, ooh, I like these people. I don't really want to rule them or hurt them. Like I've become to like these people. So what if Earth starts to have that effect on the rest of the Viltrumites? Like what if they all, after living here for a while, what if they all start feeling like Nolan and being like, this is kind of cool. I don't really want to rule. I just kind of want to live with these people. I kind of like this life.
Well, it's the flip of a coin because we don't know. Because at the same time, it's like Thaddeus went to that one planet. I'm pretty sure he didn't go alone. Because I think, didn't Thrag say like he went with him? That's like we watched that one.
No, he said since he returned. Ever since he returned.
Since he returned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was
he could have gone by himself or not. We don't know. Like, but if he was the only one, then maybe.
That's what it felt like.
I would like to know what planet it was that he went to and how long was he there to program the Viltrumite knowledge like locked in his head.
Yeah, it was the something sector that he got back from. Like ever since he got back from that sector, he's been soft like this. And oh boy was like, well, if he messes up the planet in any way, get him. You know what to do.
And it would be ironic. We learned later on that he actually went to Earth. Didn't say anything like where because he just said a sector. Maybe it's just a sector that Earth was actually in, or maybe he got confused, like how Alan got confused what planet he actually was.
Oh
So
yeah,
then, and then
right.
this whole time it was like, oh shoot, it's Earth. Like,
Nah,
yeah,
I don't think the Viltrumites would have been off on
Made that
anything.
mistake like the Unopen. Maybe it
Yeah,
could be.
yeah, they would not make that mistake. I don't think it was Earth that Thanos was on though.
I just think it was
I
something
would
like
love
that.
to see where he was though, just to see like what actually happened
mm,
that changed his mind
Yeah,
that
I think the
quickly.
same thing Nolan did. He probably went there, fell in love, saw the people, and he's like, actually, this is a great way to live. It's like, this is way better than what we do. It's like, I'd rather be down like this. This is a happier existence. And Nolan's kind of the same way. He's like, I don't need to rule everybody. I'm happy knowing I'm the strongest and baddest one here. Like, that's good enough for me. Like, you're gonna do what I want you to do in the end, so I don't need to force it. Like, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely crazy. What do we think of this episode and the season as a whole, AK?
For this episode, I don't know what's our scale for this episode.
He's like, how many Starbucks?
Nolan taking L's.
How many Starbucks does Thrag serve up in a day?
How many Starbucks? How many lattes can Thrag serve? I will give this. I'll give it. I was very entertained, and they gave us a lot of breadcrumbs, not horrible ones for next season. So I will give this a strong like 9 out of 10 lattes. I liked it. The episode was great. I wish we've got more, obviously, but I liked everything that we went through and the emotions that these characters have to go through. It is always very interesting to see how they deal with that stuff. For the season as a whole, I think this is my favorite season so far. So I'll give the season 10 out of 10 lattes. Or wait. What's the bigger one?
The Vente.
Vente
yeah,
is that
Venta,
is
yeah,
that the
yeah.
the biggest cup? Yeah. I'll give it 10 out of 10 Vente lattes.
10 out of 10 welcomes. Absolutely. How about you, Phantom? What'd you think of it compared to the book, and what'd you think of the season as a whole?
Oh
I
yeah.
freaking loved it now because even after watching this season, I'm like, I already read the comics, but I might like pick it back up again.
Just to see.
Because already for just 4 seasons alone, it's like literally half the comic right now. And then I heard today, was it today or yesterday? It's like, oh, it might do at least like 7 to 9 more seasons. And when I heard that, I'm like, hold up. So obviously gonna add like more your own like TV like storylines, is like how they did in the past. So I'm okay, I'm cool with it. But just please don't give us another freaking like underworld type like episode. Was it four
He
or
hated that.
five?
We
Oh, the whole internet hated that. Even non-comic book readers hated that. Oh
That
my
was
seriously,
our,
god!
but
that was
we
our
don't
most
need to go
viewed
to Hades.
Invincible stream, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there
Right?
by a lot. Our most viewed stream. Just gonna throw that out there for you.
That's wild.
Oh,
Are you
of
serious?
all of
By a
them?
lot.
Oh my
By a lot.
god!
Yeah.
That is wild. Wow.
So I'm just saying, not everybody hated it. Not
I
Amazing,
don't need to
amazing.
see Tartarus, although I will say the character that our girl Michonne, aka Okoye, when that character that she was voicing, I would love to know more about that character and her homework.
Oh yeah, she comes back. She comes back.
Does she? Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it could either be this season or pause next season 5 or maybe 6. We're seeing how it's gonna go. Obviously, it's gonna touch on the whole Flaxons. That in episode 1 of this season, that dinosaur villain, he's gonna come back.
Oh yeah.
He's mainly gonna touch on that
Yeah, if
stuff.
you don't kill him, they're coming back. And she dipped into lava, so she's got to come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her too. She has to come back.
Yeah,
At least she's gonna partner up with someone that we already know. So it's like, okay, that's
Did y'all watch Eyes of Wakanda?
okay. Nah, I still had to watch that.
I watched it.
It's only 4 episodes. I highly recommend also. There is a character there that actually has to time travel to stop like a specific event from happening, so Wakanda and the rest of the world at large can survive the calamity that has happened in her timeline. And that's what this was kind of reminding me of.
Oh, absolutely love this one. I'm here for it. I'm bummed it's over already. I can't wait for the next season. All ready to start because, you already know, love me and some Invincible, one of my all-time
And it comes
favorites.
out next year, so that could be like 2 seasons, no, not 2 years. It's gonna be like they're way how they're doing it. It's like every year they want to head out a season.
Right.
Good.
Oh, got to get in there. I need it back. We're going to see what we got. Just a couple trivia questions. See if anybody remembers anything about this episode. If you know these answers,
Absolutely
put them in the chat
nothing.
box. If you're
I only
watching,
have 2 notes. That's it.
put them in the comments.
I don't even have 2.
I was just making up goofy ones for this because I didn't really go hard on the trivia.
I have hopes and dreams.
So I was just throwing up some randoms for this one. So let's see how we do. We went for a deep cut right out of the front gate. We'll see what everybody knows. What's the name of Debbie and Paul's real estate business?
Hell no.
How the hell would either of us know that?
Hey, yo, we went for a deep dive right out the gate. Anybody knows that? Put it in the comment section down below. What's the name of Debbie and Paul's real estate business? Oh, let's get back to a little bit of an easier one. See if they remember. What's William's boyfriend's name?
Damn.
Random soldier with cybernetics that he may or may not know about.
Randall, Greg, John,
Kevin, Evan, Elliot.
He said,
I
bring it
know.
up. Anybody
For
know?
our new folks in the chat, like literally, me and Fandom used to have like pages of notes on these things, but life be life, and we don't copy the notes as much as we used to. So whenever we guess and we get it right, it's a surprise for all of us.
Oh, this one might be a bit of a deep cut too. How many times did Cecil say Nolan would need to die or almost?
Oh, this one I got. It's like 2000. Was it 341?
Hey, there it is.
That sounds accurate. Yep. I knew it was in the thousands.
I was like, when I was listening to stuff, okay, I barely have any notes, so I'm gonna write this one down.
I know this one's coming. He's like, I've been here before. Oh, speaking of, we'll get another easy one in there. How many Viltrumites is left?
Yeah, 37.
37.
You already know. How long did Nolan say it would take for the coalition to get to Earth once the
2 weeks?
2 freaking weeks. My gosh.
1, but 2. That is too damn long. I know that. Oh, man. To left, where is Oliver healing?
In the coalition planet. Damn, what do they call it again?
Right. At a facility where he's getting like the best medical care, and legit, he is getting the best care that a half Viltrumite half could get.
Or Terrascara?
Themyscira. Is it called Themyscira for real?
No, I think it was Terrascara. I think it's like in
Telescria.
Yeah. Okay. So that was their equivalent to Wonder Woman then.
Yeah.
I might be alluding to that. Absolutely. He said feel it. And last but not least, how long ago did Debbie and Paul end it?
It was like 2 months ago.
It was a few months, wasn't it?
It was months ago. That's all she said. Months ago. Yep. Oh, good enough. We're going to call it a win. It is there. Oh, man, that's going to do it. Like I said, I absolutely love this episode. I'm here for it, and I am bummed it's gone. Can't wait for the next one to come out. But the next one we are going to be...
What were your ratings?
For this one? Oh, 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. I'm here for
the season and the show?
Yep.
Or for the season and this episode?
Episode and season.
Season 3 so far, like, only up this season for me, only because of that filler episode. If it wasn't for that filler episode, this probably would have been better than season 3.
Oh, man. They had so much to do with the Viltrumites this season that it was just insane. I was here for it. Like, that was amazing.
We love a good backstory over here, y'all.
In the first half, getting rid of all the little alien suckers. Like, yeah, I was here for it. This one was dope. This season was a real one. I was here for it. Oh, God. Yeah, Eve's whole thing, that was nuts. It was nuts. And speaking of nuts, we're going to be getting into another crazy one next week. We're going to be starting it up with The Boys, their final season. So another one of my all-time favorite series, and I am here for it. Can't wait to talk about it. So come on back Tuesday night, and we're going to be talking all things The Boys episodes 1 and 2. Other than that, I hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on Tuesday. You guys have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you soon. Be easy.
Stay safe, y'all.